Much Abrew about nothing time. CoCo walls in modern. Oy, this hand is kind of land heavy for our deck that does not have many lands. But we make up for that with Stirring Wildwoods, which are lands but can turn into creatures. We'll see. Hopefully we do not keep drawing lands. This is Skred. Okay. So. Jeez. Good news is, I don't know if there's good news. I assume this means we just die to planeswalkers. That's the good news, I guess. Good news is Blood Moon isn't great against us. I guess that's the good news. Well, Windswept Heath, crack Windswept Heath. Get a planes. Ugh, seems risky. Man, so many lands. Alright, pass the turn. This has not worked out well. This is not what we were hoping for. To draw more lands to go on top of the lands we already had. Boros Reckoner. Oh my deck. Holy something. Well, Stirring Wildwood. Get in with Stirring Wildwood. Yeah, this is about the worst. I guess I'm regretting not mulliganing this hand now. There is a Koth of the Hammer, which is likely going to beat us. Untaps a mountain. Gets in with Boros Reckoner. Now this almost certainly means our opponent has Skred in hand. Well, let's play Stirring Wildwood. Play a Kami. And pass the turn. We do get to Collected Company. The problem is, our opponent's going to ultimate Koth. And we don't have anything big in hand. So even with our opponent's, even with the ultimate Collected Company, whoa, never mind. They are not going to ultimate Koth. I'm guessing we just die to a lightning bolt here. Is what's happening. Oh, this is like old Skred. Not the versions that win game, not the version that's been doing well lately. Collected Company. And there's the bolt. Alright. Well, good for our opponent. Against Skred, Iona, very good. Thalia's Vryn Wingmares seem fairly reasonable. Go down the Kamis, I think, are not as great here. And a couple of Vine Trellises. This seems like a hard matchup. Our best way of winning is get down an Iona. If we get down an Iona, game over. Otherwise, we can tax our opponent, hopefully, with Thalia's and Wingmares and slow them down enough to win. This hand's good if our opponent doesn't have Blasphemous Act. The Wombo combo. Windswept Heath, go. Also, this hand has potential for a pretty quick Westville Abbey, and a quick Westville Abbey should be good. So pass the turn. Still very worried about Anger of the Gods. Anger of the Gods just gets our entire hand, essentially. Feels like a hard matchup. Wouldn't mind finding Iona. Iona would be awesome. There's a snow-covered mountain. And a Relic of Progenitus. Not super relevant. Crag Windswept Heath. We are just going to get a forest. Well, Emrakul's a ways off. Play Caryatid. Pass the turn. Yeah, our graveyard isn't super relevant. Opponent draws. Oh, our opponent must be... yeah, they're short on lands. Ooh, and we drew a land. Well, that's pretty sweet. So now we get to 1-2, play a Wall of Roots, play Verdant Catacombs, crack Verdant Catacombs, get a Forest, and 1, 2, 3, play Axebane Guardian. And we have how much mana next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Means we're not that far away from just casting an Emrakul. Blasphemous Act could still be bad. Alright, opponent has a bolt, kills one of our creatures. Ooh, we get a Thalia. Thalia's sweet. So let's play Thalia, play Axebane Guardian, pass turn. Opponent finds a snow-covered mountain, and passes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think we just win. So 1, 2, play Duskwatch, add 3, and we're just going to sack everything. And if our opponent can beat a Ormondal, well, they can beat an Ormondal. I wouldn't expect a mono red deck could. Yeah, they can't. Well, turn 5 Ormondal, good enough. Yeah, let's run it back, I think. Well, we got a Thalia, and Thalia is one of our better cards. Hand still gets beat pretty bad by Anger of the Gods effects. Snow-covered mountain for our opponent. Well, let's Stirring Wildwood. Pass turn. There's a snow-covered mountain. Opponent passes. I'll play Westville Abbey, and we're just going to lead on Sylvan Caryatid. Pass the turn. Next turn, we can Thalia and Duskwatch. Still doesn't really save us from Anger, although our opponent might not be able to play Anger. Well, that's Marsh Flats. Crack Marsh Flats. Get a Temple Garden. Untapped. Play Thalia. Play Duskwatch. Opponent kills the Thalia. Alright, pass the turn. Hopefully nothing goes horribly wrong, like a sweeper. There's a land for our opponent. Alright, Koth isn't too scary. Untaps a mountain. And kills our Duskwatch. Torn between developing our board and trying not to die to Koth. Well, let's play Duskwatch. Play Westville Abbey. Play a Axebane Guardian. And pass turn. Opponent's only got 3 cards in hand, but if one of those cards is a sweeper, we are in a lot of trouble. Plays a mountain. There's a Blood Moon. That's still pretty bad. And a Sudden Shock. So the problem here is this means our opponent's going to get to Ultimate a Koth. And there's just not much we can do about it. Well, our opponent had the exact right combination of cards. And we're going to scoop it up. Alright, well, maybe we should have attacked Koth, I don't know.